Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here, Retro Crypto YouTube channel, doing a video for you guys today. Down here on the Jersey Shore, it's beautiful. And guess what I got? I got a head code. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But anyway, I pulled my pants by pulling myself up on bootstraps. Go get this video out there to you guys. All right. But before we get started, I want to remind you, just an ordinary guy out there on the internet, it's essential that you do your own research before making any and all financial decisions. It's absolutely important. It's paramount that you make sure you do your own research. Do not go off of just whatever you heard some guy on the internet say, or some guy out there saying he likes something. All right. It's very important. All right. Now, with that said, for every one of you that gave me likes the other day, thank you. My channel started to grow. I'm at like 1,428 subscribers. Thank you, guys. I mean, I've been stalemating, and it's finally started to tick upward again. So please make sure you guys hit the like button. I only got to like 28 likes. Please, I need to get 50 likes. If you guys could just hit that, everybody just stop right now, hit like button. I would appreciate it so much. If you would like, you give me a tip out there, all right? And if you want to do something really big for me, subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell. You'll be notified whenever a video is uploaded. Alright, guys. Alright, so let's just jump right in here to the market today. Some of the key things I want to talk about, which is the most important thing I've already managed to lose, and I feel like a fool, but we'll come back to it. No big deal. Oh, by the way, yeah, I got a cold, so I feel horrible, so just bear with me. Alright, Bitcoin right now is at $20,247. We have, that's in the number one market cap spot. Ethereum is at the number two spot at $1,112. Binance is at $230. It's actually an uptick there. They're the number five market cap spot. XRP is at 32 cents. And the number seven spot, Cardano, is at 43.5 cents at number 8. Solana is number 9 at 35, basically. Dogecoin is at number 10 still. I have no respect for Dogecoin, but you gotta respect this gangster. It's going to be here for at least the next bull run, even though it brings something to the table, in my humble opinion. You got Diecoin, number 11 spot. Polkadot is in the number 12 spot at $6.47, and HEX is in spot number 13 at 0.0365 cents. All right. Now, the first thing I want to talk about on this video that I found to be quite substantial is the fact that the US dollar and the euro are now paired against each other pretty much equally. So the US dollar against the euro is now 0.9962. So basically, one US dollar, I could purchase a euro for 0.9962, which is basically equal pairing between the two currencies. Now you say, why is this such a big deal? I'm gonna give you an example of why. Now, this doesn't have a direct correlation to cryptocurrency, but it does have to the financial world, and everything's correlated to some degree. All right, so we'll use Disney World in Florida, Orlando, Florida, as an example. It was cheaper for Europeans to travel over to the U.S. for like a decade, because the euro was usually, somewhere between 15 cents to 30, like $1.15 to $1.30 for, against the U.S. dollars. It was much more expensive for us. So they found it cheaper to come across, the flyover from Europe to the U.S. to go to Disney World. But now that this has changed, it's going to cost them the exact same amount. So it's going to affect world travel. It's going to affect everything, honestly. World travel is just a snippet of it. All right, we have to wait and see how this is all due to the inflation, the out of control inflation. So we're going to see how this plays out in the long run and how it's going to affect cryptocurrency. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into the charting here, guys. We have the total market cap right now. Now, the total market cap encompasses the entire crypto market. We have $879.45 billion in the crypto market cap right now. It has a fairly strong support level. Now, technically, the support level is here, right about here, like around 842,000. But the super strong support level here at 769. If it drops beneath that, it's going to keep dropping. All right. So we definitely want to stay above that. Right now, the total crypto market cap is showing as greed in the indicator, with the fear and greed indicator. Now, if you look at the 20-day, the 50-day, the 100 and the 200-day moving averages right here, you'll see that the 20-day moving average is now dropped beneath the 100-day, the 50-day, and the 200-day is riding on top. So honestly, this is like the worst case scenario, but it is what it is. The one thing that I do like is the fact that I see the bottom of the market coming in. At least I thought I did earlier, and I had a whole video planned out, and just like that, the whole market changed again. So I don't know what's going on now. Okay, all right. So take a look here, Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now, it hit that support level of 19,110. It hit that support level, and then it bounced straight up. So Bitcoin's currently sitting at $20,187, and it's kind of remarkable how when I drew this, I never thought I'd be using it as long as I have been, and how it's just showing, as everything comes to be. I was trying to think of a fancy word, but I don't feel too good. I'm actually waiting for my wife to bring me some cold medicine. All right, we'll jump over here to here. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. All right, right here you have the RSI. RSI is actually indicating Bitcoin to entering the neutral zone. It was in the over. It was in the over. What do you say? It was in the oversold area, but now it looks like it's neutral, so it's not oversold or overbought. The Bollinger Bands agree with that between these two purple, and then you have this line in the middle that has it in a neutral area, maybe slightly above, but pretty much it's neutral. Now, the VRVP volume, it is indicating that there is going to be a significant resistance point right where we'll say at, make sure we get this right here, at 20,406. So there's going to be this real significant resistance point coming up. Hopefully that it can break through, but I wouldn't be shocked to see it hit this resistance and go backwards again, because I truly feel that it's going to hit 15,000, somewhere between 15 and 11,000 before it's all said and done. And actually, I want to get this over with, and until we make that big drop, it's not over. All right. Let's see right here, Bitcoin. We got this is what the moving averages for Bitcoin. So you have the 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day moving averages, and they're going into that order from here: purple, green, orange, red. Okay. Now, I'm gonna open this chart up here a little bit, and you'll see that the 20-day moving average is just dipping beneath the 100-day, and then it recently dipped underneath the 50-day. And there's the 200-day. So Bitcoin at this point, even though the price action is up right now, considering it had a pretty significant drop off earlier today, it is still, with the moving average chart, as far as I'm concerned, looking very, very bearish, extremely bearish. Now, the fear and greed, people are being a little greedy right now. I would tread lightly, guys. The good time to buy was earlier this morning, not now. Never buy when it's looking good. That's my little rule of thumb. All right, guys. Now Bitcoin with the moving exponential moving average, you'll see that it is currently floating in the middle territory, which is neutral. So I wouldn't get overly excited or negative, actually. But yeah, definitely with the exponential moving average, I would consider that neutral there. Now with the market cipher, now you will see that the market cipher is indicating on July 12th that there was some manipulation going on in the markets, and then a bearish continuation signal, and not much else since then. Now we jump down to the 2-hour chart, which I really don't like using that much, but we're going to need. Okay, so the 2-hour chart does have the events of the manipulation of the market. Then there's a short signal. Then there's a bearish continuation, and then there is a change from previous trends. So maybe Bitcoin's about to swing around. It's very possible. All right, now let's jumping over from Bitcoin. We're going to go to ETH very quickly. ETH right now is looking. ETH is not looking nowhere near as bad as Bitcoin, but it's not looking great either. All right, so ETH right now, the 20-day moving average is underneath the 100 and just under the 50. Everything's so similar. It just proves that everything's still so correlated to Bitcoin. It's sick, but it is what it is. It's getting better, though. Now, the fear and greed indicator at the bottom does show that Ethereum is looking a little greedy right now. Ethereum's been looking halfway decent. Let's open this chart up a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind as much the movement of the Ethereum chart. The Bitcoin chart seems to be a little bit more. Actually, they're pretty damn similar. Excuse me, guys. Alright, now let's take a look at Ethereum with the market cipher chart, with the 4-hour chart. And we're going to see that it doesn't really have much to say, which is kind of weird. Because if anything, the market cipher chart has too much to say. And actually, Ethereum's looking, except for this, wow, serious wick down here with the sell volume. But other than that, Ethereum's looking better than Bitcoin. Let me look over here real quick, just for my own curiosity. Okay. All right, so let's jump. So, with a long story short, let's do the 2-hour chart real quick for Ethereum. I think I'm going to say it's probably, yeah, I'm going to say Ethereum wants to go bullish, but I don't think it's decoupled from Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin decides to swing back around, go the wrong direction, it's going to carry Ethereum with it. All right, that was weird. Felt like something was crawling in my shirt. I jumped up to see what was on my shirt real quick. All right, let's get this going. All right, guys, now this is what you're all here. Let's talk about HEX. HEX right now is sitting at 0.0363 US dollars. The moving average for HEX right now is looking, doesn't look great. I wouldn't say it looks bad either, but I wouldn't say it's great. It's okay. Alright, so the 20-day moving average is on bottom, crossed over the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 50-day. Looks like the 50-day just got rejected by the 100-day moving average. Yes, it did. And then you have the 200-day around there on top. Down here at the bottom, the fear and greed indicator definitely shows that it is a bit on the greedy side of things for HEX right now, and that's on the 4-hour chart. Now we look over here at the Bollinger Bands moving. I'm sorry, guys. Exponential moving average. You'll see that HEX is actually showing, it's not bullish or bearish. It's actually neutral. And it's neutral, showing bullish tendencies. That's how I like to word it. Now let's look back over here at the 2-hour chart. See if it gets a little better. The 2-hour chart is indicating that it is very bullish with support. Now the daily chart for HEX, I know that's going to be bearish, but that's actually looks good for all considered. HEX held out with this chart relatively well, guys. With the 4-hour chart, HEX is looking very good. It's got both 2 bullish continuations and a change from previous trend. But overall, I say HEX is looking good with the market cipher chart. HEX US, okay. With the Bollinger Bands, HEX is in the neutral territory, maybe slightly on the overbought side of things, just slightly. The RSI has it neutral. The bottom support level with this chart that we have it drawn out is at about 0.032 cents. But yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out with HEX. HEX is showing some promise. I really do think that it rode out this recent wave. Hey, you hear that seagull? Just prove that I did go somewhere for once. Alright, sorry guys, I'm turning this alarm off. Alright, it's nothing worse than going away on a vacation or whatever, a getaway, and a holiday for my European friends, and you get sick. It's absolutely the worst, and all you can do is push you on, you know what I mean? Yesterday was absolutely the worst. That's why I didn't do a video. Today I went fishing, did a little something. I went fishing for 8 hours. Actually, it was so hot, and because there was a cold front that just went through here, it was all screwed up anyway. But anyway, sorry, let's get back on point. Alright, so let's take a quick look at some of the pulse chain ecosystem that I had drawn out already here for you guys. Hedron, as we drew this sidewave range wedge, and then I did a trend line here. As you can see, it did drop beneath this trend line, but not much. And actually, I'm kind of impressed. Personally, I think it did fairly well. I'm going to leave it just the way it is, because this top line, when it broke through the upper resistance level, it tried to break back down through it, but it held, and I think that's significant. So I'm going to leave this chart just the way it is, and what I'm hoping to see is to see Hedron start to ride up this trend line. If it starts to ride that trend line in the right direction, that just may be something to get excited about there, guys. Let's go ahead and make this a little wider. There we go. Let's see who else we got in here. Alright, next up we got Pulse Dogecoin. Pulse Dogecoin didn't fare out as well. As you can see, it's been on a downward trend, but right now it's at $3.23, which isn't bad. And this trend line that I did draw, all considered, it held out rather well. It did break. Actually, it broke over this trend. So yeah, that's cool. That's actually a very bullish signal for it. So let's see if it can hold. Excuse me, guys. Pulse Doge. There's really not too much to talk about these days. I just do it out of courtesy. When I show the Pulse Doge, is just trending lower, lower, and lower, and it's starting to really frustrate me, if not make me mad, because I really try to stick up for that project. All right. Weight. Let's see what Weight's doing. Now I gambled and dumped some money into Weight just for fun, knowing that I was gambling. Alright, so wow, look at this. These are the trend lines I drew, and there's a wedge, and it basically stayed right in that range. So I'm just going to expand it, and we're going to see if it keeps downtrending or is it going to kick up. But it stayed literally in that wedge, and it's just downtrending. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Weight go lower, guys. So definitely, wow, wasn't expecting that one. I'm glad I drew that one. Alright, now let's take a peek over here at P30. We're not going to look at P33. P33 is not doing nothing. It's at 0.1254. Now Maxi did do something. I saw Maxi actually did a good thing here. This is an older wedge I had drawn for Maxi, but then it looks like we got a little W here, and then it's shooting up. So Maxi is actually looking pretty good right now, guys. I'm liking what I see with Maxi. I probably need to do some new charting for it, but where it is right now, Maxi is looking good. Very good. Alright, now I'm losing my slide. Like, let me see how I look. Wow, I actually look better on here when it's dark out. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, let's see. Let me go back to the screen where I belong. Excuse me. Alright, so now we're going to jump over to Cardano. You guys all know I love Cardano. There's so many projects that I'm getting bigger and bigger on. Now, of course, let's just do the chart for Cardano first. So Cardano right now, the RSI is indicating that it's on the oversold side of things. And right now it's at 0.434 US dollars. So the oversold, it's on the oversold on the Bollinger Bands also up here. Now there is a key, the VRVP drew in a key resistance point, and that will be at about roughly 0.447 cents. So Cardano's going to really butt heads when it gets there. So I would say around 46 cents. Hopefully it breaks through, but I doubt it. Not these days. We're all just waiting for a Vassal hard fork to get released, and even that I don't think is going to get people too excited these days. Now with the moving averages here, you'll see that the ADA 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day moving averages here. 20-day moving average has dropped underneath the 50, the 100, the 200 is up here. So there's really nothing exciting to talk about that. The fear of greed has it slightly on the greedy side of things, and extremely slightly, guys. The exponential moving average has Cardano on the bearish side of things. Very bearish, actually. The market cipher chart actually triggered a manipulation signal and a bearish signal, but there's really not too much to speak for right now. Other than it's still in that bearish trend, which has been in for weeks. Alright, now I want to talk about a couple other projects. Now, before I leave Cardano, there are some things I want to talk to you about just randomly, if you don't mind. So what I did is I want to keep you up to date on what I'm doing. So cornucopias. Let me get this right. Nucopias. Alright, let's see if we come up. No. Alright, that's perfect. We'll do the JPEG. So what I did, guys, is I brought a few copious NFTs. Not a few, I think I brought two. I brought a small land plot and a medium land plot. And what I did was, there's common, so I just went uncommon for both, because I could have got the large plot, but I just, I kind of want more, less is more sometimes. So I got the smaller ones instead of one big large one. Hope I didn't make a mistake there. Also, Pavia. I finally purchased a Pavia land plot, and I think I'm going to buy another one. Now, my plans for these is I'm thinking long term now, guys. So it's like thinking out of the box, because like with OpenSea, when you look at OpenSea, you look up Decentraland, you would never imagine that they go for what they do now. So I'm thinking, 2-5 years in advance, maybe less, hopefully less. But yeah, these are the two projects that I have faith in. Now there's a lot more out there, but these are the ones that I actually have faith in. And when you look at the map and you see this, do some more research, guys. This is just the beginning. This is not what the game looks like, alright? But and trust me, Decentraland was weird like this too initially, and all of a sudden it blew up. Now you don't have to buy the land either. You could just simply go to MinSwap and just buy the token. So here, I'll just go to MinSwap real quick just to show you guys. Now, one quick thing, the way I just typed in MinSwap and went straight to MinSwap.org, don't do that. That's a bad habit of mine, and I know it's a bad habit. And what I do to avoid that bad habit, it works to me for a degree, is I take and I just don't do it. Yeah, don't do it that way, guys. You want to save everything in your bookmarks, alright? It's just another way for you to get hacked. But yeah, so right now I'm in MinSwap, so say I can't afford the buy a plot of land, but I just want to get some Kopi. There you go. Type in Kopi. Kopi. It was there. There it is. So say you want to get some Kopi, and then ADA. So we'll swap it around. Say you can afford, I don't know, 50 ADA, like $25 or so. There you go. Now as years go on, what you're going to save when Kopi when at $25 of Cardano just brought you, what you're going to say when Kopi is worth $1, $3, like Decentraland did. Get the idea? Alright, now that's just a different avenue than if you want to go with the NFTs. Alright, sorry, kind of going on a tangent there. Alright, so let's jump back over here. Also, once you guys keep your eyes out on is Polkadot. Polkadot's very quiet, but they are a big project, and I think they're something to be reckoned with. So don't sleep on Polkadot. I would suggest dollar cost averaging. Most of the large exchanges carry them. They have a elaborate wallet. I kind of feel the wallet's a little too hard to handle because it took me a while to figure it out. But they're a big boy, though. All right. Now on the charting today, it did trigger off to I'm so tired. It triggered off to oh my gosh, manipulation signals. Sorry, guys. So it is on the downward trend. Let's jump over here. Polkadot with the 20-day moving average. As you can see, it's like everywhere else. You got the 20-day, 50, 100, then 200. So it looks horrible. It's a great time to buy it, as far as I'm concerned. You want to buy things where they're down. You want to be padding your pockets now, guys. You want to work that overtime at your job now, buy crypto. You don't want to wait till everything's good, then you get in. That's where everybody messes up. Like I had a whole video ready for today about when people want to hodl. Like you don't want to hodl. They want to buy when things are good, but when it's bad, they don't want to do nothing. So like today, I'm just like, I was gonna do a whole video with like a drill sergeant thing, but you know what I mean? Just like hodl the line. You knew what you're getting into when you got into this. You want to run off to your safe little fiat currency when things get hard. No, you need to hodl the line, soldier. You know, I had a whole thing planned, and then market bounced back, so I was like, screw it. But anyway. Blocktopia, guys, is another one I want you guys to sleep on. There's nothing really too much to tell you. It's only worth 0.003. It's on Polygon. You can get it on Qcoin. It's just one worth grabbing up, guys. And then dollar cost average. Just buy a little chunk of it here and there. You can only win with something like that. Alright, guys, but that's it for this video. Please remember, hit that like button. I need 50 likes, and subscribe. Get me to that 1,500 subscriber mark. Hook a brother up. Alright, until next time, guys, stay healthy. Alright, peace out.